She shined on the basketball court at UNCW and then at Myrtle Grove Middle School, where she taught after college. Her colleagues say she was more than just a teacher to her students. But that all changed when Charlene Typen went missing in 1992. Her murder remains unsolved.
She had that type of, that aura that kids were just drawn to her.
Michael Bowen met Charlene Typen at UNCW long before they both started teaching at Myrtle Grove Middle School.
We were both athletes there, and she was a standout basketball player.
Bowen later became the health and PE teacher at Myrtle Grove. He says Typen became a standout teacher.
And it was not uncommon for Charlene to come into school dressed very professional, but carry a nice new pair of Nike basketball shoes under her other teaching materials.
He says that always meant one thing.
She was going to find a kid that's having academic trouble or behavior trouble, and she would normally come to me and say, "Can I get a basketball for lunch?"
But this was a different game of basketball.
She was probably going to take one of the many kids under her wing, take them into the gym, and, pardon the pun, hold court. And she would beat up on them in a one-on-one basketball game and then have the life lesson afterwards.
On February 27, 1992, Typen went missing.
The last time that she was seen alive, she was heading northbound on Kerr Avenue in the 400 block towards Market Street in her vehicle. Behind her was a blue, about a 1990 Mazda 626 four-door.
Detectives say that car belonged to Typen's husband, Oliver. Civilian investigative specialist Jim Westbrook with the Brunswick County Sheriff's Office says the couple was seen leaving their babysitter's house that day.
Her car was found abandoned on March the 3rd in a parking lot next to Hillu Market on Princess Place Drive.
Then on April 23rd, mowers found her body in this area in Brunswick County.
Off Highway 7476, just east of Sawmill Road. Their mower accidentally hit a discarded sofa. When turned over, they found the body. It was in 2 plastic trash bags.
Westbrook says Typen's body had been there for so long, the medical examiner could not find a cause of death.
There were indications in autopsy that her neck had been damaged, but it wasn't sufficient evidence.
As detectives started looking for a suspect, the Myrtle Grove community was in pieces.
You know, it was a rough day, and for some kids, especially our black population in the school, because I mean, she was a unique figure. There's not that many black female teachers in middle school still to this day, and so it was devastating.
Bowen says it was news he just couldn't believe.
You hear people that say, "Oh, they didn't have an enemy in the world." Charlene was that girl. She never spoke ill of anybody. She was a strong Christian woman, very involved in her church. You're just dumbfounded as how someone could do this to her.
But after 26 years, investigators are still trying to answer that question.
We were wondering if anybody happened to have seen the car being left there or just anything else.
In the meantime, Bowen says their star teacher has not been forgotten.
And there's her Charlene Typen Award that we give out every year.
Given to a star student who embodies her legacy.
Class, character, academics.
And one more thing.
Several years ago, you know, I thought it would be appropriate because I think she impacted so many black lives that she would be honored, that it would just go to a black female that had those same attributes that she did.
A legacy that will not be forgotten as detectives look for the missing piece in a murder that should not remain unsolved. If you know anything, please contact the Brunswick County Sheriff's Office for more on this case and other unsolved cases in the Cape Fear. Go to wwaytv3.com/unsolved. Don't go just yet, though. We have a last look at your weather, traffic, and your morning headlines right after this.